Om Shivoham, Om Shivoham, Rudranamam bhajeham. Om Shivoham, Om Shivoham, Rudranamam bhajeham.
Namaste, Sitaram. A pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Rudraaya-Mar. And of course, our mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So I know many of you viewed our program last week where we spoke about COVID-19, the virus that has become so rampant now. And of course, you know, as the days go by, the situation is becoming worse. So we would like to let you know as well, remind you that Rudraaya-Mar remains closed to the public during this time. And as we are abiding by the state of emergency that has been declared by our Premier. So for now, we'll join our spiritual leader who has an important message as well regarding COVID-19 relating to our scriptures. So very informative and very interesting. I'd like to introduce you to our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
Principal Shiraj Shakti Jagadambe Mata Ki Jai. Dear devotees, we are in the holy period that we call as Chaitra Navaratri. It has started on today being the Tuesday. Of course, a few days have gone by in this Navaratri. But I'm sure that many of you know the importance of Devi worship and her many manifestations. This is a particular time, or it is called as a most troubled time for many. A crisis has befallen many of us. We all know that this COVID-19, this pandemic, it continues to spread, and it is reaching its farther and farther. Its tentacles are reaching even farther and farther in every part of this planet. Nations like Canada and all parts of the entire world, they all scrambling to combat the lethal effect of this killer virus. Cities, province, village, they all under total lockdown. The mandirs, the temples, the places of worship, the churches, the masjid, prayer halls and prayer meetings, they are all being cancelled at this particular time. For social distances, they are prohibited. The life of devotees, they have been turned upside down. The life of humanity, we should rather say. Upside down with the fear of uncertainty. And still, there seems to be no light at the end of this rainbow as yet. As the entire world comes to struggle and comes to grip with this struggle. The Navaratri, in this particular time, it tells us that in the midst of hopelessness, that we should find strength even in weaknesses. We should find courage even in the midst of all fear. We should find faith even in the midst of all adversity. We should find optimism in the midst of darkness and trust in the name in the midst of all trials. We should trust the supreme power, the divine power, as a universal mother, as Shri Durga, Shri Mata Lakshmi, Shri Mata Saraswati. Just as she came and she destroyed those who were causing havoc, she restored health and she restored all the comforts of the downtrodden. She uplifted the destitute and she liberated the affected ones. In these most trying times, we should all have trust and have benevolence and compassion. We should all have and ask for mercy and of a love, and more so, a promise of protection of our devotees from the ills of this world. While cities are under lockdown, the doors of the heart should remain wide open to greet and to welcome the Divine Mother in all of her beauty and extravagance. The entire world should praise the Divine. Make this pledge and make this promise towards the Divine and ask of the Divine Mother in this Navratri that, O Divine Mother, just as how you came and you slay the powerful Shumba Nishumba, Raktabija, Dumra Lochan, and many others, the powerful Mahishasura, this COVID-19, it is no match for the power of your sword and your Trishula. We ask of you, Divine Mother, that may you protect all your children, restore good health, restore peace, restore stability, and restore prosperity upon the world. Devotees, when we ask for the Divine Mother blessings on a time like this, as how the scriptures have declared, surely she will come. We will know that soon we will see the light at the end of the rainbow as we will continue to have faith. Om Dehi Saubhagyam Harogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehim Yasho Dehi Dvisho Jahi. In conclusion, we ask of you, Divine Mother, grant unto us Saubhagyam, grant unto us good fortune, grant unto us good health, Arogyam, grant unto us blissfulness, grant unto us beauty, Rupam, grant unto us Jayam, grant unto us victory, grant unto us Yasham, grant unto us fame, prosperity and fortune, and more importantly, eliminate the negativeness of this world. Shubh Navratri to each and every one of you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
हे महालक्ष्मी माँ आई शरण तेरी रखना आज मेरी आई शरण तेरी रखना आज मेरी तो आज दी करो महिमा हे महालक्ष्मी प्रेमिया दुनिया आज झड़ी मेरे पुण्य की पापी पाप ने छाल चली संसार की आगे मेरी आज परीक्षा संसार की आगे मेरी आज परीक्षा अब तू ही कर सकती है मेरी रक्षा माँ पाप चुकी और पुण्याती माँ पाप चुकी और पुण्याती तो आज दी करो महिमा हे महालक्ष्मी तू अंतर्यामी दुख जाने मेरी जीवन मेरे मात लगाई आज कलंक करती कर मैं तेरी पुजारी मेरी आज परीक्षा मैं तेरी पुजारी मेरी आज परीक्षा माँ आज मेरी हे महालक्ष्मी माँ, हे महालक्ष्मी माँ, आई शरण तेरी रखना आज मेरी, आई शरण तेरी रखना आज मेरी, तो आज भी करो महिमा। हे महालक्ष्मी हे महालक्ष्मी
Sam Samunder, Extra Staffing Solutions. Sam and his team have been providing quality temporary staffing to various companies throughout the GTA since 2001. We have competitive rates, we take care of all your recruitment needs and payroll cost, and we provide transportation. Our friendly and knowledgeable recruiters are here to assist you, whether you are looking for permanent or temporary employees, for industrial or office needs. So call us now at 647-693-7745 or visit our website at www.extrastaffing.ca. My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and as it has been told in our scriptures, what we are living today has been sort of defined many years ago, and as you've heard today in our scripture, it also defines the situation that we are right now facing with this COVID-19. And for that, our mandir remains closed to the public. Pandit Ravi, our priest, will continue to perform puja solely by themselves. However, it remains closed to the public. I'll now like to introduce you to our own Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon. And of course, last week, Dr. Ramkisoon did a very informative piece on COVID-19. And this is part 2 of that series. So for those of you who've missed it, please tune in to our YouTube channel to catch part 1. Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon.
Sitaram, and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and today is our second part on our discussion on COVID-19. Last week we talked about what COVID-19 is, how it originated, and why it is so dangerous. Today we will discuss what we can do to reduce our chances of contracting COVID-19, as recommended by health authorities at the time of this recording. The information about COVID-19 is rapidly evolving as new information is gathered about this virus and how it spreads. As we mentioned last week, the elderly and those with chronic health conditions like heart disease, lung disease, and diabetes are particularly at risk of becoming very sick from COVID-19. The mortality rates for COVID-19 shows that the elderly are significantly more susceptible and need to take precautions to avoid contracting this virus. We will first discuss some overall actions that you can try to take to prevent contracting COVID-19. The first is to take everyday precautions to keep space between yourself and others. COVID-19 is spread through droplets that are formed when a sick person coughs or sneezes, or by physical contact with another sick person. This even means that if someone sick touches a surface and then you touch the same surface, the virus can be transmitted. You will want to avoid crowds as much as possible, including travel on cruises and non-essential airplane travel. As COVID-19 becomes more prevalent in the community, you'll want to stay home as much as possible to reduce your risk of being exposed. Ensure that you have enough medications if you have to stay inside for an extended period of time. It is also useful to have supplies to treat fevers such as acetaminophen and ibuprofen. Ensure that you have enough household items and groceries on hand, or have them delivered if necessary. The most important everyday preventative action is to wash your hands often with soap for at least 20 seconds, especially after blowing your nose, coughing, sneezing, or having been in a public place. Soap and water is still the best option for virus protection, but if this is not available, then you can use hand sanitizer that contains at least 60% alcohol. Another useful everyday action is to avoid touching surfaces in public places, such as elevator buttons, door handles, handrails, and shaking hands with people. You should also avoid touching your face as much as possible, especially the nose and the eyes. A daily routine of disinfecting commonly touched surfaces at home will help reduce the chance of transmission, such as tables, doorknobs, light switches, handles, cell phones, and faucets. The reality is that COVID-19 is a virus, and so prevention is the best method of reducing becoming ill. It is important to realize that there is no specific cure for COVID-19. There are no antivirals or antibiotics that will work against this disease. If infected, we have to treat the fever, ensure that we are well hydrated, get lots of rest, and quarantine ourselves so that we do not spread it to anyone else. Our body's own immune system will have to fight off this COVID-19 virus, which is why the elderly and those with medical conditions are at a higher risk of severe illness because their immune systems are weaker. Since information on COVID-19 is rapidly evolving, it is best to keep informed through the news and official health websites such as the World Health Organization and the Center for Disease Control. If you have any questions about your travel history or symptoms that you develop, you can always call telehealth at the number below. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to speaking with you again next week on Rudraaya.
Sam Samunder, Extra Staffing Solutions. Sam and his team have been providing quality temporary staffing to various companies throughout the GTA since 2001. We have competitive rates, we take care of all your recruitment needs and payroll cost, and we provide transportation. Our friendly and knowledgeable recruiters are here to assist you, whether you are looking for permanent or temporary employees, for industrial or office needs. So call us now at 647-693-7745 or visit our website at www.extrastaffing.ca.
कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। करो प्रचार दुनिया की, करो प्रचार दुनिया की, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म है सच्चा, तो गाया जिसको वेदों में। सनातन धर्म है सच्चा, जो गाया जिसको वेदों में। लगाओ मन इसी में तुम, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। सनातन धर्म रक्षा हित, हजारों कदम मरे रन में। सनातन धर्म रक्षा हित, हजारों कदम मरे रन में। कभी मुख को नहीं मोरा, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। पर चाहे कष्ट लाखों में, न चोरो धर्म अपने में। भले ही प्राण तक जावे, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। ऋषि संतान होने का जो धावा मन में करते हो, न चोरो कर्म में सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। करो प्रचार दुनिया की, सनातन धर्म की जय हो। कहो एक बार ही मित्रों, सनातन धर्म की जय हो।
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed the second pod series of the COVID-19 brought to you by our own Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon. And we move right into our corporate segment. I'd like to introduce you to Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. Memorial cards are small, sturdy cards about the size of playing cards that offer a tribute to the deceased. Their use is not necessarily limited to funerals. You will also find them distributed at visitations, wakes, memorial services, and a celebration of life. Memorial cards are referred to by a variety of names. They may be called funeral cards, memorial cards, or prayer cards. Regardless of what they are called, the cards are popular as a meaningful keepsake for those who attend services for the deceased. Memorial cards are normally religious or devotional. They typically feature a photo of the deceased and an inspirational image on the front. In reality, you can design the cards in any fashion you like. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for cremation. Our crematorium space can have a large group of people to attend the witnessing of the cremation as well. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We have large halls that can accommodate 500 seating to smaller ones. We are centrally located for families in the west and for families in the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on your screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
मैं पूजा करो तुम्हारी, धनलक्ष्मी महारानी। मैं पूजा करो तुम्हारी। लक्ष्मी सुखदाता, दुर्गा दुर्गा विनाशिनी माता। तुम लक्ष्मी सुखदाता, दुर्गा दुर्गा विनाशिनी माता। जो सत्य देवी कल्याण, सत्य देवी कल्याणी, हरि मंगल सब गुण भारी। धन धन महारानी, मैं पूजा करो तुम्हारी। माधवी चंडी ज्वाला, देवी बेगी मोहित चंदी ज्वाला देवी वेगी मोहि दयाला तुम हिंगला महारानी तुम शीतल रूपी ज्ञानी लक्ष्मी महारानी मैं पूजा करूं तुम्हारी सिंहवाहिनी जय जय माता जय जय त्रिभुवन सुखदाता सिंहवाहिनी जय जगमाता जय जय त्रिभुवन सुखदाता तू ही वैष्णवी अरुरुप रानी तू ही शारदा ब्रह्मानी ओ तू ही वैष्णवी अरुरुप रानी तू ही शारदा ब्रह्मानी धन लक्ष्मी महारानी.
My dear viewers, we've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's segment. It was a very, very informative segment. And you know, over this past 2 weeks, we have also experienced a lot of death in families, very close families to our devotees right here at Maharujadiv Mandir. So we want to sort of end off with a prayer as well as a song that is dedicated to all those departed souls and of course the family of those who have been left behind and is also facing this dilemma of COVID-19. So our hearts and our prayers go out to you during this time. We'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharujadiv Mandir as well as our executive producer Gary Khan for making Rudraaya possible. We do remind you that Maharujadiv Mandir remains closed to the public during this time, even though we know it is the Navratri season and you know it is going to be Hanuman Jayanti pretty soon. We urge you that if you'd like a Hanuman Chalisa to be sung in the name of a loved one, whether it's your deceased family who's passed away, to remember them at this time and to also pray for the world and pray for yourself. If you'd like to sponsor Hanuman Chalisa, we will still be chanting 108 Hanuman Chalisas on April the 7th. And if you'd like one of those to be dedicated to you or loved one, please contact us, email us, and it's just $21 to sponsor one of those, which will be sung in the name of your loved one. So please do contact us. We'd like to remind you at this time during this COVID-19, just remember to count your blessings because there are many out there who are not as healthy as you are or who doesn't know where their next paycheck is coming from. So we want to remind you to please count your blessings because things, even though they could get better, they could actually get really worse. So until we meet again next week, have a blessed week. Namaste.
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा
जय शिव जी की जय
हे
जय
पार्वती पति शिव जी की जय 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 जय
भोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय भोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय भोले की जय जय शिव जी की जय जय